Right, guys, so here we go. We got some pretty breaking news in our hands, and it looks like we are going to be getting a back-to-back LF Zenkai. Now, correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section down below. This is the first time ever we're actually going to get a back-to-back Zenkai. We literally just got the LF Broly Zenkai like a week and a half ago, and then boom, we're getting this. And we're going to talk about which character this is going to be, because I have like 3 very solid guesses here, and I want to hear your guys' thoughts also in the comment section down below. But this one's actually kind of tricky because the effects don't really just match anything. They sort of do, but we're going to cover that in just one bit, guys. And by the way, if you do enjoy the video, as always, make sure you guys simply just like and subscribe, and I'll make sure to keep you guys updated here 24/7, everything Dragon Ball Legends. So let's get into it, guys. I'm actually kind of excited for this. It's 4 a.m. from the time of this recording, so I had to wake up and record for this, but it's fine. This is actually really interesting, okay? So it says here in this image, Legends Limited, a certain character is finally getting a Zenkai. Now, a few things to note on this specific image is the effects and the colors, okay? And actually, another thing we would add on is the highlight of either the texts or the image, images inside the images. For example, like this question mark right here, the highlight is kind of white. We have to take a look at everything here, okay, guys? The main thing we see is the color purple, okay? Now, a few characters comes to mind, but at first glance, everybody, including myself, thought it was going to be Corrupt Zamasu, which it could still very well much so be Corrupt Zamasu. And by the way, excuse the image below that. It was a little bit of an error for me at 3 a.m. But the top image you guys see right there for Corrupt Zamasu, that is his, I would say that's pinpoint his colors of his aura. So in terms of colors, it really just matches Corrupt Zamasu, like that light pinkish purple color. Except the circles or the effects don't really match Corrupt Zamasu. The colors check out, but the effects do not, okay? Now, if the effects have to match something, but the colors don't, like vice versa, it would be actually LF Super Saiyan Blue Bros from the Broly movie. Now, the colors don't match here, or they sort of do a little bit, like if you really dig deep, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the effects. You see 2 rings around, right? And you see 2 rings around this is pretty much an asset from the Super Saiyan Blue Bros, right? So the rings, or the rings do match, but the colors don't, right? That's where it kind of gets a little bit tricky. Now, this background here can also match just the color purple. For example, I think they did this right here for Sword of Hope Trunks when he got a Zenkai. It had nothing to do with the effects, just the color itself. And of course, Sword of Hope Trunks is blue. So maybe just the colors are what's being hinted here, right? So if it's just the colors, like let's just say a purple character, there's quite a few purple characters, guys. And by the way, I mentioned this yesterday in my video. If you guys watched yesterday's video, I did say literally less than 24 hours ago, like 8 hours ago in my video, I said that it's a coincidence that the Super Saiyan Blue Bros are headlining the 6th anniversary ticket banners. It could mean something, could not mean something. They could be getting their Zenkai or not. I don't know. But I just thought it was very interesting that they could perhaps maybe be getting their Zenkai. So in terms of the color purple, there are a ton of purple characters, really, like, right? The 2 we just mentioned. I see a few people tossing out the Perfect Cell. I don't really see that. Of course, we also have the revival Gohan from the BoJack movie. He's also purple. But do we really need a purple movies revival character? Not at all, right? Of course, we got the comeback Ultra Frieza right now, right? But then he would also fall under hybrids and Sun Family, and you could kind of like, it's not just a one tag thing, right? So yeah, guys, comment down below. It's kind of interesting. The colors do straight up. I mean, let's just click on this for a second. I want you guys to pay close attention to the color of this, right? It's not a purple, it's not a red, it's like a pinkish purple, right? That's what we're seeing, right? And then right here, not this, my bad. And then right here, it's literally the same color as Corrupt Zamasu's aura. So, and by the way, I see some people tossing out Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta. I don't want to say it's gonna be him. Actually, I don't think it's gonna be him. We're just trying to fish for everything that's kind of red and circulish, and this is all I can farm from him or see from him. The color kind of checks out, but not really, right? The Corrupt Zamasu really checks out. And by the way, if we just take a look at Corrupt Zamasu for one quick second, guys, it's quite impressive. It really is. His green, okay, first and foremost, he has a really busted unique equipment. If we just take a look at his unique equipment right here, let me pull it up. So he has already a unique equipment, which is great if he gets a Zenkai, right? We're talking about first slot base strike attack and base blast attack up to 35% each. The second slot base health up to 15%, as well as both defense up to 45%. And then the third slot, a whopping 20% to inflicted damage up, as well as health recovery from getting hit from an enemy from 50% or below, as well as 20% or below, or 30% and below. So you pretty much get half of your health back. So actually this character would be really, really good because he already has a unique equipment, right? A really busted one at that. But I also love his green card. If you guys remember his green card, it's an AoE green card called Pillar of Judgment. Now, his green card restores own ki by 40 upon activation, which is great. Also, the following effects occur on hit: inflicts all enemies with substitution counts by 3 and nullifies unfavorable element factors for 3 timer counts. And of course, you can combo this in with strikes, blasts, special moves, and ultimates. So not only do you lock in your opponent for 3 timer counts, but you also, you know, you have unfavorable element factors for 3 timer counts. So even if it's against a blue character like Fusion Super Vegito, it wouldn't matter, right? So this character already has a really, really good, I was about to say good pillar, pun unintended, Pillar of Judgment, but like a good core with his unique equipment and stuff like that, good green card. I would love that character to get a Zenkai. I would even say over the Super Saiyan Blue Bros, honestly. Although I do want the Super Saiyan Blue Bros at the same time, but I do find it a coincidence that they are headlining the 6th anniversary ticket banners. It could be nothing though, don't get me wrong. It could be absolutely nothing. But yeah, I mean, I don't really see anybody else getting this. I mean, honestly, maybe this is a future buff already for part 2 or for part 3 of the anniversary. Who knows? Maybe they're getting ahead of themselves a little bit, but I am actually very shocked, guys, that this is a back-to-back Zenkai, LF Zenkai, right? We literally just got the Broly. Now, I'm really trying to remember if we ever got a back-to-back Zenkai this quick, like 2 weeks in between. I can't recall. I really cannot. I know a few celebrations has had 3 LF Zenkais. Part 2 hasn't even started. We're like in the beginning of part 1, really, right? And we're already 2 Zenkais down. So LF Zenkais down. So I can definitely expect a 3rd one for the celebration, right? Towards the end of the celebration, give or take. So this is absolutely crazy, guys. If I had to choose, I would love Corrupt Samasu. If you guys have been following me for a while, you guys already know I love Regen. Even though he doesn't buff Regen, he only buffs God Ki as well as Future and Powerful Opponent. Powerful Opponent has Super 17, so Super 17 is covered. God Ki does need a red. God Ki actually needs pretty much every single color, honestly. It could be MUI Goku, who knows, because he kind of has like a purple thing in his background, but I don't think so. But yeah, God Ki just has yellow pretty much, right? Or at least characters that actually buff God Ki in the Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta and stuff like that. But yeah, guys, I'm actually very excited. Yeah, Regen also needs a red, but he doesn't buff Regen. He just buffs Powerful Opponents, God Ki, as well as Future. And Future does need a red. I mean, they got Super Vegito, but Pyro Creep is eventually going to catch up to him, right? So yeah, guys, that's pretty much going to wrap it up. I want you guys to comment down below right now. Who do you guys think this is going to be? I'm probably going to record one more video and then fall asleep because it is 4 a.m. here. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll definitely catch you guys once again on the next one. Have a good one. Peace.